Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Haley and you're watching Between the Pages. So my second book review for you today is Catching Stars by Cayla Keenan. Now this was an indie published extra book included in one of my L crates like years ago. And so I didn't pick this up like on a whim, had no idea what the premise was. So yeah, basically this is about a girl named Jayan and a guy named Maddox. And Jayan is a witch, basically. She's has like the power of illusion, and they call her the Gull Witch because she's from this part of the city called the Gull. And Maddox is a witch hunter, so again we have the same theme as like Serpent and Dove and Heartless Hunter, witch versus witch hunter. And I was kind of interested in it, but nothing freaking happened in this book. I was so bored. This thing took me 2 weeks to read for various reasons. Like, I don't buy the romance between Maddox and Jayan. At some point it went from I hate you to I have feelings for you, but I was like, where's that in between? Like, I don't understand why you guys give a shit about each other, because they used one of my favorite tropes, which is we have your lover, you have to do what we say or else we're gonna kill them. And so like Jayan's biological father is like the king's witch and everything, and like this is revealed at like the very last like 20 pages. And they're like, oh, we have Maddox, so you have to do what we say or else we're gonna kill him. And she's like, no, please, I'll do whatever you want me to. And I was like, I don't understand like how we got to this point that you even like each other. So I don't buy the chemistry. The world building is horrible. I don't understand the world building. Half the time they were talking, I didn't know what they were talking about. And I'm just like, I was not having a good time with this book. And I was like, I was so bored the entire time. And I'm like, okay, witch versus witch hunter, love that trope because I love Serpent and Dove. I loved Heartless Hunter. I don't like it in this. And so you also find out like along the way that like Maddox was possessed. His mind was taken over by a witch and he murdered like 3 or 4 people. So the King's Witch sent Jayan after him, and she's the reason why he's in jail. He breaks out of jail and he wants to find out like what witch took over his mind and basically like get revenge and everything. And again, nothing freaking happened in this book. I was like, where are we going with this? What's the plot? Can we like move this along? Because like I don't understand what we're doing. I don't know why we're here. Why are we talking to these people? Oh, and another thing. These characters have the thickest plot armor I have ever seen in my life. There's at least 3 times that Jayan dies. There's at least 2 times that Maddox dies. And they just keep coming back. I'm just like, you should be dead like 3 times over. How are you still alive? Like, goddamn, their plot armor is thick. Really, really thick. And I'm like, I don't understand if they had like special powers or whatever. And like, speaking of special powers, you find out that like Maddox is like not completely human, but he's also like not a witch either. And I was like, okay, I don't care. And then I was looking on the internet being like, okay, I know this is the first in the series, like has the second one be published? I'm not going to read it. Like, this is going straight on the unhaul pile after I'm done with this. But guess what? The sequel never got published. So if that tells you what everybody else thought about this book, I don't get it. There are so many like 5 stars being like, oh, it's captivating and enticing and magical and the world building's so great. And I want to be like, did we read the same book? Because I feel like I had a completely different reading experience. We did not read the same book. So yeah, I freaking hated this book. I think I gave it a 2. I didn't completely loathe it. There were some good elements in there. But yeah, I freaking hated this book. And I think it's the most disappointing book that I have read this year. I think I'd have to go back because I knew I was going to hate Bride. Knew it from the get-go. I'm like, I'm going to hate this book, but I'm going to read it anyway, give it a chance. This one had no expectations going in, and I'm so glad I didn't have any expectations because it sucked. This book is horrible. Don't recommend it to anybody. I mean, if you're, I don't know, like, I don't even know who I could recommend this to, but I don't recommend this book to anybody. So yeah, that is my rambly review of Catching Stars by Cayla Keenan, and this is going straight on the unhaul pile, and I will see you guys later with a better review.